start. Let's go. Good morning guys, and welcome to another video. So believe it or not, I've owned this car for 1 year next week, so you're gonna have to expect the am I still in love with my car after 1 year of ownership YouTube video. That's coming soon. In the UK that means that you have to have your car MOT'd. Now I don't actually know what MOT stands for. It's like motor something testing, I have no idea, it'll be on the screen now, but basically it's just a safety check on the car to make sure that it's roadworthy. This car I think will be absolutely fine. I've only done like 4,000 miles in it this entire year. The only thing that I think could do with improving are the windscreen wipers. They're the original ones that were on the car back in 2007 by the looks of it, because they're quite rusty. And the left washer nozzles, the passenger side washer nozzle jet, is intermittent. So what I'm going to have a quick look at today is if I can improve the washer nozzle jet and change the windscreen wipers. So we're on our way to Halfords. Pretty rubbish, but I think that's just the Mazda way. I don't know, let's try and see if we can improve it. All you need to do is they've got a little hook underneath the bottom of these, which you just need to clip in, give it a hit from the top, and it should just bounce out. Say should, there you go. And then this bit detaches like that, easy peasy. It's probably a really good idea at this point to check that the two wipers are the same, or roughly the same. You can see that this one, the new one, the Bosch one, has got 2 arms on it, whereas the old Mazda one has got 4 on it. Probably best to do that in the shop so that you can take it back if it doesn't fit. So now we'll throw the Bosch one on. And make sure you get it the right way round. Make sure that it's seated properly and push up, and there we go, clip straight on. And then the driver's side one has this weird little wind deflector on it, so I'm pretty sure I can just clip that off, you know, because I don't want the additional weight. Removal of the driver's side is exactly the same as the removal of the passenger side. Oh, this driver's side actually has a little bit of a wind deflector as well. Never knew that. Oh, that one came apart when I took it off. Interesting. I'll just leave that there, pretend it didn't happen. Right, so that's the wipers done. Let's see if it's made any difference. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Okay, it's actually 10 times better. That's good. The only thing I would say is that the painted metal on the original wiper arms is sort of faded because of the sun, and the black plastic on the new windscreen wipers isn't, so it looks a little bit weird, but I'll get over it. Now the next thing I want to take a quick look at is actually these washer nozzle jets, and a lot of cars they're mounted on the bonnet, but you can see on this car, on the Mazda, they're not. They're behind this cowling. So although I've just put new wiper blades on, I'm probably going to have to take these wipers off now. This one is quite easily accessible if you just take this little cap off it, and it's just a standard head, I don't know what size yet. And the other one is inside there, inside the bonnet. Okay, so it is a 14mm socket, and kindly they've put a nice P on the wiper arm for the passenger, so I've just got my 1/2" ratchet, and then an extension. There we go. And then that wiper arm should just lift off. I love the word should. I haven't got any marks for that to be back in position when I put it back on. It's probably best to mark off where it is, so I'm going to do that really quickly now with some tape. Just so that I put them back in the same place. Yeah. I think that's brass. Quite a nice little nut, that. Designed to not rust, like that. Unlike other parts of the Mazda. Boom. Also, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the little caps back on and the nuts back on, just so I don't lose them, because I know what I'm like. And there's still a washer somewhere inside my front bumper that I dropped. So the next step is to take this seal off, and this seal has little pins in it that go through the scuttle panel and then through the bottom of the metal, which actually holds the whole scuttle panel on. All this just to get to the washer jet, so quite a lot of effort, but you never know, could be worth it. So now I'm going to get a pair of needle nose pliers and sort of try and take these off underneath by pinching them and then pulling them out. Let's see how that goes. Found them. Yeah, we're fixing the MX-5. Yeah, it's like I've done it before. Promise you I haven't, because this would take 5 minutes if you had. Boom. Oh, there's one there as well. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. Boom. So now I've got this big old rubber snake. Now I'm going to take the little screws out which hold the scuttle panels on, and then that should be it. They should just come out, hopefully. So what I'm talking about is that little cap there is covering a screw, and there's one on each side, so that needs coming off. Now these apparently have little clips on the inside of them and they are prone to breaking, so I'm going to use a tiny little flathead, but I'm probably still going to break this. But if that's the only part that I break on this whole job, I'm not going to be too worried. I do want to take this up as well because I don't want to scratch the plastic. That went well. Okay, so I found that and I didn't break the clip, which is good. Just an FYI, if you're doing this job, the two little clips are on the long side of this cover, so you want to be putting your screwdriver into that side of it, just to make sure that you don't pull it up from this end because it might break it. Yay. Right, now I'm going to take these screws out. Oh. That's come out quite easily. So there's a hose which I'm trying not to pinch that's running in between these two, which I'm pretty sure is for the washer jet, so I really don't want to pinch that. Right, these two panels just pull apart like that, and then should be able to slide it out. There we go. Twisty, twisty. Okay, so the left-hand cowling is off. The only thing that was left holding it on was the actual washer nozzle and the hose going onto it. So I just twisted that and it's come off nice and easy. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take both washer nozzle jets off, then try the windscreen wipers and see if there's good flow coming out of the pipes, and then that will tell me whether it's the actual washer jets or there's something further down going on. So yeah, fairly good progress. That was actually not too bad to get off, so if you need to do it yourself, it's quite easy. They're both about the same, both pretty even. Maybe the left one's a little bit stronger than the right. Also, I've just noticed you can see the wiper motor going round and round when I do that, so here's what that looks like. I'm also going to give this a clean. Look at that gunk. Ugh, not nice. Okay, so here is a little washer nozzle, and these actually have a ball valve inside them, which can get clogged up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little pin. I'm just going to have a bit of a poke around and try and clean it out. That pin is fully in there, look. So if there's any blockage, it should have come out. Time to put it all back together. Now these cars are prone to leaking in the little screw housing, around the screw housing that the screw goes through to hold the scuttle panel on. So what I'm going to do, mine doesn't leak, but just to prevent that, and whilst I've got it off, I'm going to apply some black silicone sealant around it, just really quickly, to stop any water getting down there. Like I say, it doesn't leak at the moment, but prevention is better than cure. It says it's professional quality. I'm not a professional quality, so... Got an MOT at 10. Yeah. Just put it outside, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I have the result here in my hand, and the result is it passed. Yay! Absolutely no advisories, which is amazing for a car this old with over 50,000 miles on it. I don't think it would have failed, like I said at the start of the video, on the wipers anyway, but they're so much better. We've had 2 storms here in the UK in the last week, and they really do help with the drivability of the car. So if your car hasn't got very good wipers on it, do exactly what I did. It's a 2-minute job if you're just doing the wipers, and it really helps with the day-to-day rain that we have here in the UK. So a whole nother year of MOT, which means a whole nother year of YouTube videos. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Cheers.